So today who I interviewed was actually, I just kicked my tripod. Today who I interviewed is actually my sister's pediatrician. So after I had my appointment, I was just like, hey, let me interview you and ask what it's like to be a pediatrician, what it kind of took to be there. So you guys can go ahead and watch her interview. If you guys are interested in the medical field, don't really know where you want to be, I think that this would be a good video for you to watch. So that's the video that's coming up next. Hopefully you find this helpful. Bye. So I am here with Dr. Spear, who is a pediatrician. We are going to ask her some questions about what it's like to be a pediatrician. So my first question for you is, what is a normal day like from the time that you walk in to the time that you leave? Just tell me some things that go on throughout the day.
Okay. Well, usually we start off, or lots of days we start off in the hospital, where we see well babies in the newborn nursery, and we see as many babies as we have there, and then we come to the office. We have two offices, so we're in Lansdale and Chalfont, so depending on the day, we're in one or the other office, and we see kids of all ages from birth through college. Every 10 to 15 minutes we have a different patient with a different question or problem or checkup or whatever the case may be. We see them both in the morning and in the afternoon, and the evenings too, depending on the day.
Okay. Did you always want to be a pediatrician? Was there something that, did you wake up one day and say, I want to be a pediatrician? Or is it something that you kind of stumbled upon and decided to follow? What made you want to
I think
go
when
into
I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher, actually. But then I realized that I didn't really like public speaking or being on camera, and that's when I decided that I wanted to do, I still liked the teaching part, but I just didn't like the public speaking part. So over time it kind of developed into becoming a physician, where I'm still able to teach, but it's more one-on-one rather than in a big group.
Best of both worlds for you.
Best of both worlds, exactly. And I love kids, so it kind of all worked out for me. So.
Out of all the fields, because there's so many fields in the medical field, what made you want to go down the pediatrician route? Was it just mainly because of the kids factor?
Absolutely. I mean, from the very beginning, that's not the only thing I wanted to do, because I like the kids and I wanted to be with kids all day long. So, so that was an easy choice for me.
What kind of person would you say is good at your job? Like personality traits, qualities?
Well, for pediatricians specifically, you mean?
Yes.
Well, you definitely want to like kids for one thing, because you're going to be with kids all day long. So you have to be a kid at heart and kind of be able to talk on their level, but also be able to discuss things with the parents at the same time. So you want to be able to have fun at work, but also take things very seriously depending on the situation.
So good communication skills, very good with talking to parents, and good with kids are definitely key traits that you would need.
Absolutely, yeah.
What would you say your favorite part or the best part of your day or just your career in general?
Definitely the best part is watching kids grow. So you can get to see kids from birth through college potentially, and you get to see them very frequently, and you get to see how they grow and develop over time, which is a lot of fun to have them come back and see you, over and over again.
What is the most difficult part of your job, and how do you overcome it?
It's a good question. I guess the most difficult part is sometimes you just have to see so many patients in such a short period of time that I wish I had more time to see patients, but sometimes it just doesn't quite work out. So we try to take our time with every patient as best as we can, keeping in mind that there may be other patients waiting, so you have to kind of balance giving as much time as you can to each individual patient, but to also make time for patients that are waiting. So you obviously don't want patients to be waiting too long, but you want to be able to give each patient their time too.
So, as a pediatrician, do you guys have any fun? Do you get to, what exactly would you say is fun in your day?
During the work day, you mean?
Yes.
Well, I think, getting to see well kids and playing with them and, just talking to them and interacting with them is a lot of fun. Yeah, so
During med school, what were some of the hardest things that you faced? Were there certain classes that were hard, certain things that were hard, and how did you get past it?
Well, I think a lot of each class has its own types of difficulties. There's a lot of work, a lot of studying, a lot of, you missed out on a lot of social activities because you're always studying or doing whatever you needed to do.
Right.
That was very difficult, but you get through it, one day at a time and one test at a time, and eventually you get to the end. it's definitely worth it.
What advice would you give to someone who wants to start a career in this field?
Well, I would definitely suggest spending a day with a person that you admire, and doing something that they with them, because you really don't know what it's like until you're actually there. So we get to see a lot of kids that come back in high school and college and medical school. They come and spend a day or a week or a month with us to kind of just see how it works, how we function day to day. And I think that's hugely important, so they can figure out, yes, this is what I want to do, or no, maybe I'll try something different.
It's a good learning process. Nothing better than hands-on work.
Right, exactly right.
Overall, if you were to choose a career today, what would you choose?
I would choose the same one that I'm doing, absolutely.
Same one?
Absolutely.
No change at all?
Nope.
So then you chose the right field to go down.
I did. I'm very lucky that is the first one I chose, and that was the right one for me. So
that's good. A lot of people don't really luck out that way. So
right.
it's...
No, it worked out for me, so I'm very happy with what I'm doing.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you for meeting with me today.
You're welcome.
And I hope that answered some of your dying questions.